हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, कैसे हैं आप सब। हमें पता है कि 12th क्लास के पेपर्स, मेन पेपर्स, बोर्ड पेपर्स आने वाले हैं और बहुत सारे बच्चे ऐसे भी होंगे जो कि अभी प्री बोर्ड फेस कर रहे होंगे या फिर फेस करने वाले होंगे। तो मैं ये वीडियो आपके लिए बना रहा हूँ इन्फॉर्मेटिक प्रैक्टिसेस का जो चैप्टर है दैट इज़ पाइथन पांडास, उससे रिलेटेड। तो मैं आपको इसमें बेसिक नॉलेज दूंगा अबाउट पांडास एंड हाउ पांडास इज इम्प्लीमेंटेड, हाउ पांडा वर्क एंड फ्रॉम वेयर वी डाउनलोड पांडास लाइब्रेरी। ये सारी चीज़ें मैं अभी आपको बताऊंगा। तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं बच्चों। तो हम बात कर रहे हैं बच्चों पांडास लाइब्रेरी की। पांडास लाइब्रेरी, जिस तरीके से हम जानते हैं बच्चों की पाइथन में इंटरनल लाइब्रेरीज बहुत कम होती है। पाइथन जब हम डाउनलोड करते हैं, ऑब्वियसली इट इज़ नोन एज IDLE, इंटीग्रेटेड डेवलपमेंट लर्निंग एनवायरनमेंट। जब आप पाइथन को डाउनलोड करते हो तो उसके साथ हमें भी पता है कि 3 चीज़ें मिलती हैं। सबसे पहली चीज़ जो हमें मिलती है दैट इज IDLE, दैट इज इंटीग्रेटेड डेवलपमेंट लर्निंग एनवायरनमेंट। साथ में आपको इंटरप्रेटर मिलता है, obviously which is used to convert the Python code which is written in high level language into machine level language। उसके लिए हमें इंटरप्रेटर की ज़रूरत पड़ती है, दैट इज़ अ लैंग्वेज प्रोसेसर जो कि एक भाषा को मशीनी भाषा में बदलता है एंड वाइस वर्सा। तो हमें IDLE यानी इंटीग्रेटेड डेवलपमेंट लर्निंग एनवायरनमेंट मिलता है, दूसरा हमें इंटरप्रेटर मिलता है एंड द थर्ड थिंग विच वी गेट इज PIP, दैट इज पैकेज इंस्टॉलर इन पाइथन। तो हमें भी पता है कि पाइथन में बहुत कम इंटरनल लाइब्रेरीज हैं और बहुत ज़्यादा एक्सटर्नल लाइब्रेरीज हैं। ये एक्सटर्नल लाइब्रेरीज हमें अलग से डाउनलोड करनी पड़ती हैं, दे आर नॉट प्री इंस्टॉल्ड, वी हैव टू डाउनलोड देम सेपरेटली। तो जब हम इसे सेपरेटली डाउनलोड करते हैं, ऑब्वियसली पांडास लाइब्रेरी को जब आप गूगल पे सर्च करेंगे तो आपको इजीली उसका लिंक मिल जाएगा और ये जो लिंक होगा इसके द्वारा आप पांडास लाइब्रेरी को डाउनलोड कर सकते हो। पांडास लाइब्रेरी का पूरा नाम होता है पैनल डेटा सिस्टम। ऑब्वियसली पैनल का PAN, डेटा का DA और सिस्टम का S, ये मिलाकर क्या बनते हैं? पांडास। PAN DA एंड द सिस्टम्स S। तो ये पांडास लाइब्रेरी होती है। ऑब्वियसली पांडास लाइब्रेरी जो होती है वो डेटा को एक फॉर्मेट में, एक पैटर्न में स्टोर करने में मदद करती है। यू हैव ऑल हर्ड अबाउट द डेटा स्ट्रक्चर, किस तरीके से डेटा हमारी मेमोरी में स्टोर किया जाता है उसे डेटा स्ट्रक्चर कहा जाता है। पांडास लाइब्रेरी आपको 2 मेजर डेटा स्ट्रक्चर्स प्रोवाइड करते हैं एंड दीज 2 मेजर डेटा स्ट्रक्चर्स, 2 मेजर डेटा स्ट्रक्चर्स, ये 2 मेजर डेटा स्ट्रक्चर होते हैं सीरीज एंड द सेकेंड वन इज डेटा फ्रेम। ठीक है, तो इनमें अंतर क्या है? हमें भी पता है बच्चों कि अगर आप सीरीज की बात कर रहे हैं तो सीरीज में हमें 1 डायमेंशनल एरे, मतलब एक सीरीज यानी सिंगल सीक्वेंशियल ऑर्डर में अगर हमें रिकॉर्ड को स्टोर करना है तो हमें सीरीज की जरूरत पड़ेगी। एंड इफ यू वांट टू स्टोर द डेटा विद द हेल्प ऑफ 2 डायमेंशनल एरे, 2D स्ट्रक्चर में अगर आपको डेटा को स्टोर करना है तो हमें डेटा फ्रेम की जरूरत पड़ेगी। 2 डायमेंशनल एंड सीरीज इज 1 डायमेंशनल। सीरीज में अगर आपको रिकॉर्ड को स्टोर करना है तो ये एक सीक्वेंशियल ऑर्डर में स्टोर होगा, और अगर आपको 2 डायमेंशनल यानी रोज और कॉलम्स के फॉर्म में अगर हमें इसे स्टोर करना है, रिकॉर्ड्स को स्टोर करना है, डिस्प्ले कराना है, तो हमें डेटा फ्रेम की मदद लगेगी। तो पाइथन हमें 2 फंक्शंस, 2 मेन फंक्शंस, 2 डेटा स्ट्रक्चर्स प्रोवाइड करता है, वन इज टू स्टोर द रिकॉर्ड इन वन डायमेंशनल यानी कि सीक्वेंशियल ऑर्डर, जिसके लिए आपको सीरीज दी गई है, एंड द सेकेंड वन इज द डेटा फ्रेम टू स्टोर द रिकॉर्ड्स इन टू डायमेंशनल फॉर्मेट। तो आप इसे डाउनलोड कैसे करेंगे बच्चों? आपको सिर्फ गूगल पे सर्च करना है, यू हैव टू जस्ट सर्च फॉर पांडास लाइब्रेरी डाउनलोड। आप सिर्फ गूगल पे लिखेंगे पांडास लाइब्रेरी, आपको लिंक मिल जाएगी बच्चों। आपको उस लिंक पे क्लिक करना है और आपको सीधा डाउनलोड का ऑप्शन मिलेगा, उसे क्लिक करना है, पांडास लाइब्रेरी विल बी डाउनलोडेड। पांडास लाइब्रेरी जो डाउनलोड होगी उसे आप अपने एनाकोंडा नेविगेटर में इंस्टॉल कर सकते हैं, सो दैट यू कैन यूज द फीचर्स ऑफ पांडास लाइब्रेरी। नाउ टू यूज द फीचर्स ऑफ पांडास लाइब्रेरी, व्हाट यू हैव टू डू, जस्ट यू हैव टू राइट import pandas as pd, import pandas as pd। तो आप देख सकते हैं import pandas as pd, हमें पता है कि import and as they both are the keywords, ये keywords हैं बच्चों, ठीक है, and pd is nothing but the object which will represent pandas library। pandas एक एक्सटर्नल लाइब्रेरी है और pd एक ऑब्जेक्ट है इस एक्सटर्नल लाइब्रेरी का। हम जब इस pandas लाइब्रेरी के फीचर्स का यूज करेंगे तो हमें पूरा लाइब्रेरी का नाम नहीं लिखना है, हमें सिर्फ pd डॉट और फिर हम उसके फंक्शंस या वेरिएबल्स का यूज कर सकते हैं। बट इंस्टेड ऑफ राइटिंग द इंटायर नेम पांडास, वी कैन जस्ट राइट pd। तो ये तरीका है पांडास लाइब्रेरी को अपने प्रोग्राम में यूज करने का। अब इसके आगे हमें भी पता है बच्चों, मैंने जैसा कि आपको बताया कि जो पांडास लाइब्रेरी होती है इसमें आपको दो मेजर डेटा स्ट्रक्चर मिलते हैं, सीरीज और डेटा फ्रेम। तो अब हम पहले तो ये समझें कि भाई सीरीज और डेटा फ्रेम में डिफरेंस क्या है, किस तरीके से हम सीरीज का यूज करते हैं, किस तरीके से हम डेटा फ्रेम का यूज करते हैं, हम अब वो चीजें सीखेंगे। तो अगर हम सीरीज की बात करें और हम डेटा फ्रेम की बात करें, तो सीरीज is used to store record in one dimensional format। 1D फॉर्मेट में अगर हमें स्टोर करना है रिकॉर्ड को तो हम सीरीज का यूज करेंगे, और हमें 2 डायमेंशनल ऑर्डर में यदि रिकॉर्ड्स को स्टोर करना है तो हम डेटा फ्रेम का यूज करेंगे।
Okay. So pandas is a predefined external library. Okay, so Panda is an external library. It is a predefined external library. Obviously, when we say it is an external library, that means we have to download it separately. Okay, like I have told you about NumPy. Similarly, you have to search, like I'm searching in Google, pandas library download. Okay, so like NumPy, we have to download Python pandas separately, like I've told you, pypi. Okay, so just click on this link and you'll get the pandas latest version. This is 2.0.3, which is the latest version of pandas library, and to download it you have to click on download files. You'll get these links. So my laptop supports this first one, so I'll download this one, but you can see which version you want to download. Okay, so I have already downloaded Python pandas. Let me show you. I have opened Anaconda Navigator, and in the environment part you can see I'm clicking on all and I'm searching for sorry, pandas. You can see pandas I have already installed with Anaconda Navigator. That means I can use pandas library. Okay, I can use the pandas library. Okay, so let us see what it is written. High performance, easy to use data structure and data analysis tools. Basically, Python pandas is used for data analytics. Okay, it helps us to arrange the data in a proper format. Like it helps to organize the data. Okay, so to organize the data means data structure. Okay, so data structure means to organize a data in a proper format. So pandas help us to do so. It helps us to arrange the data in a proper format. It organizes the data, and basically it helps us to analyze also. We can perform it. It has some data analytics tools also, so we can perform data analysis with the help of pandas library. Pandas is known as the full form of pandas is panel data system. So this panel, PAN for panel, data, that is DA, and system is S. So you can see PAN, DA, and S. So the full form of pandas library is panel data system. Okay, so as we all know that pandas library is an external library, so we have to download it externally, we have to download it separately, and it helps to organize the data. That means it helps to arrange the data in a proper data structure. Okay, so pandas library consists of two major functions. Okay, so it has two major functions. First is the series, and second is the data frame. Okay, so there are two different major functions in pandas library. First one is series function. So what is series function? Series is a predefined function. Sorry, series is a predefined function used to represent data in one dimensional structure. Okay, so to organize data in a one dimensional structure, we will use a series. But if we want to organize the data, in a two-dimensional form. So we will use data frame is a predefined function used to represent data in two-dimensional structure. Okay, so if I want to organize the data in a one-dimensional structure, 1D array, so we will do it with the help of series. But if I want to organize the data in a two-dimensional structure, then we will use data frame. Okay, so how we create, how we use Pandas library, let us see how it works. Okay, so when I say about a two-dimensional, okay, I'm talking about series. Series, as I already told you, that it is used to organize the data in a one-dimensional structure. Okay, so it display the records in vertical order. Okay, how it works, let us see how it works. Okay, so when we have studied NumPy, we know that to use the features of any external library, you have to import that particular library, like import pandas as, and I'll create an object like PD. Similarly, like we have created import numpy as np, I'm creating import pandas as pd. Okay, let us write the code. So, if I want to use pandas library, pandas obviously, which is an external library, so I have to write import pandas as pd. Like I have written import numpy as np. Similarly, I'm writing pandas as pd. Okay, like first, I've created a list. Suppose I'm creating a list. You can see the difference, how it is different from a normal list. How is it different from an array? Okay, I'm creating a list like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Okay, I've created a list for you. Okay, now I want this list to be converted into an array. So to convert the list into array, we have studied that we have to import numpy as np. Okay, then only we can use the function array to convert the list into array. We can use the function array. So I'm creating an array arr1 equals np dot array, and inside this array function I'll call the list. So obviously this list is converted into array, and this array is stored in arr1. Okay, so let me print. I'm printing the list. Okay, what it will give, you can see it is giving the entire list as it is. As I have written here, it will give the same output. Okay, but if I'm writing, okay, I'm leaving a line here. Then if I'm writing print arr1, you can see the difference between list and array. You can see now the elements of the list are properly arranged in rows and columns. You can see the difference. It is not displaying the comma which was displayed in the list. You can see it is not being displayed in the array. So in array, the elements are organized in rows and columns. Okay, there is only one row and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 columns. So this is the difference between a list and array. But if I want to convert the list or an array, we can convert both. Either we can convert list, we can convert array into a series. What is a series? Series is a predefined function used to represent data in one-dimensional structure. So what I'll do, again, I'll make use of this pandas library. Okay, I'm leaving a space here. Okay, now I'll create an object. Like for list I have created list1, for array I have created arr1. Okay, for series I'm creating s1. S1 equals. Okay, now I'll convert the list into the series, or we can convert the array into a series. So what we have to do, obviously series is a predefined function inside pandas library. So I have to make use of this object pd dot, and obviously the predefined function which I told you, series. So pd dot series, and inside series I can convert the list also, I can convert the array also, one of the same thing. So I'm converting the array into a series and printing in and saving it in s1. Now when I write print s1, let us see the difference. See the difference in the output of list, array and s1. List, array and series. Like you can see, series is more organized. That what I was saying, that it is used to perform data analysis also. So for data analytics, we use pandas library. You can see in series, all the records are organized. Obviously, it is stored in memory block with the help of rows and columns only, but you can see the manner it is displaying the output. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 and 12. So 2 is at 0 index, 4 is at 1 index, 6 is at 2 index, 8 it is at 3 index, 10 is at 4 index, 12 is at 5 index. And you can see it is giving the data type also, int 32. 32 are the bits. The bits, the memory bits used by each and every element. So 32 bits means 4 bytes. So each element is using 4 bytes of memory. Okay, so when we display a series, it is being displayed in vertical order with their indexing. You can see indexing is also displayed, and obviously the default indexing is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And similarly, it will display the data type also. Okay, we can directly do this, like no need to create an array. Import pandas as pd. Now you can directly create a list. List1 equals, and I can give here elements 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and we can convert this into a series. S1 equals to pd dot series, and I'll convert this list1 into the series, and obviously I'll store it in S1. So now when I print this, it will give me the same output. So no need to convert the list into array and then into series. We can directly convert the list into the series. Similarly, like in this code, I have created a list, then I have converted the list into the series. But no need to do this also. No need to create the list object. We can directly write here. We can specify the list directly here. No need to create the object of list. Okay, import pandas as pd, s1 equals to pd dot series, and inside bracket I have directly given the list. So no need to create the list object. It will also give us the same output. So this is how we use the pandas library. Okay, we can convert a list into a series, array into a series, a dictionary into a series. Okay, so let me show you, like if I want to convert a dictionary into a series, import pandas as pd. Okay, now I want to convert. Okay, I'm creating a dictionary. Okay, obviously dictionary is created in curly braces, curly brackets, as you all know. Okay, so dictionary is created in curly brackets, and inside dictionary I'm creating, suppose, okay, index is a, key is a, and the value is 10. Then again the key is b and the value is 20. Again the key is C and the value is 30. Okay, so I've created three elements. Okay, three keys and three values. Okay, A, B, C are the keys. A, B, C are the keys, and 10, 20 and 30 are the values. Okay, so I've created a dictionary, and this dictionary I'll try to convert it into a series. Okay, so I'm creating an object s1 equals, the object of pandas is pd dot series, and inside bracket I'll convert this dictionary dict1 into a series. Okay, let us print s1 and see what happens. Okay, so when I convert dictionary into a series, you can see the keys a, b and c have become the index. Okay, 10, 20 and 30 are the values. So when we create, okay, let us write this, we can convert list, comma, array, comma, dictionary into a series. Okay, we can convert list into a series, we can convert array into a series, we can convert dictionary into a series. Okay, when we convert dictionary into a series, the keys of dictionary becomes the index, okay, in the series. So this is to be noted that when we convert a dictionary into a series, the indexing, the keys of the dictionary will become the index. As you can see, in these codes, in the above codes, you can see the default indexing is 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on. But when we converted dictionary into a series, you can see all the keys has become the indexing. Okay, so this is the difference, and this is the way how we can organize the data in one dimensional structure. Okay, so this is how we can create a series. Okay, let us now, okay, let me show you one more thing. Like you can see, we have created series here. Okay, we have created series, and obviously I have written series and I have specified a list inside the brackets, and this list is then converted into series, and the default indexing is 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. But if I want to change the default indexing, that like in dictionary there is ABC, but I want to change the indexing of the series 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So there is an attribute index which is used with the series function. Okay, so I'm specifying here, instead of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm specifying A, comma, B, comma, C, comma, D, comma, E. Okay, so obviously there are 5 elements, so I'm specifying 5 indexes here, and you can see I have changed the index now. So you can change the index, we can change the index with using index attribute. Okay, we can change the index using the index attribute. Okay, with series function. Okay, so with series function we can use the index attribute to change the default indexing, which was 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so this is how we create a series, and we can change the index. And if I want to change the index, I can convert dictionary also into a series. Data frame, what I told you, that it will organize the data in two-dimensional structure. Okay, so we can create a data frame with the help of data frame function, and it organizes the data in a two-dimensional structure. And one more thing, there is a difference between a data frame and a series. And what is the difference? Let me tell you. Like talking about series, function, series represent data in one dimensional structure. Okay, and what about data frame? Represents data in two-dimensional structure. Okay, data frame organize the data in two-dimensional structure. Obviously data frame has rows as well as columns. So row index is also represented by axis 0, as we have studied in numpy also. And obviously the column index is represented by axis 1. Okay, so data frame has a two-dimensional structure. Okay, now in series, in series, data is homogeneous. Homogeneous means the data should be of same data type. Okay, like if I'm storing if I'm storing all the numeric values 1 2 1 3 5 7 9, so it should have all the list of all the numeric values only, because you can see it is displaying the data type of all the elements. So in series we have to create a series with all the elements having the same data type. So we can say that in series, all the data, all the records, all the elements are homogeneous. They are same. But this is not true for the data frame. Like in data frame, data can be heterogeneous. Okay, so it can be of different data type. Okay, so in data frame the elements can have different data type, but in series it should be of same data type. Okay, similarly, coming to the series part again, in series, the data is like, we can say data or we can say it as value. Okay, so in series data or we can say value is immutable. I think you have heard about immutable earlier. Immutable means unchangeable. That means we cannot change the records. We cannot change the data once it is stored in series. So the data or the record is immutable in series. But when we talk about the data frame, in data frame, the data or we can say the value is mutable. That means we can change the value. Okay, the elements of data frame can be changed, the elements of series cannot be changed. Okay, coming to the size, the size of series is mutable. We can change the size. Okay, and this is the similarity between a data frame and the series. That means in data frame also the size is mutable. So these are some of the basic difference between series and data frame. So in series we only create one dimensional structure. Okay, all the elements inside the series are homogeneous. That means they should have a same data type. The data or the values which are stored in the series are immutable. That means we cannot change the values inside the series, but the size of the series is mutable. Okay, and similarly coming to the data frame represents the records in two-dimensional structure. That means it will also have rows and columns. Row means axis 0 and column means axis 1. Okay, and the records, the data stored in the data frame are heterogeneous. That means it will have the data, the records, the elements of different data type also. The values, the data, the elements, records stored in the data frame are mutable. Means we can edit, we can change the elements of the data frame. And like series, the size of the data frame is also mutable. That means we can change the size also. Okay, so let me give you one example. Like if I want to create a data frame, so I'm using import pandas as pd. Now, obviously, as I told you that it can be, it is a two-dimensional structure. That means if I'm creating a list here, I can create nested list also. I can create nested list like 1 comma 3 comma 5, then a comma, and I already told you that it can have heterogeneous elements. Like we can change the elements also. Like in the first list, I have given integer values. In the second list, I can give alphabets. Okay, so it can have different elements of different data types. Similarly, here I can give, suppose, hello, then I can give how, and I can give are. Okay, so I've given three text, and now I'm converting this list into a data frame. Like we have created series, I've created an object, so I'm creating df1 for a data frame object, and here I write pd dot data frame. Look, if you are using series function, s should be capital. Obviously, pandas Python is a case sensitive language, so if you are creating a series, s should be capital. If you are creating a data frame, d and f should be capital. Okay, and now I'm converting this list into a data frame. Okay, let us print this, print df1. You can see, as I told you, that data frame organize the records in a two-dimensional structure. So I've created three lists inside one list. Okay, three nested lists. And you can see the list 1 will become the row 1, list 2 will become the row 2, and list 3 will become the row 3. And there is a default indexing 0, 1, 2 for rows also, 0, 1, 2 for columns also. Okay, and you can see it is not displaying the D type. That means data type which was being displayed in the series. It is not displaying because we know that data frame has not the same data type for each element. It have a heterogeneous type of records. Okay, so this is the basic difference between a